Over 60 years ago, the British writer George Orwell wrote a novel about a society in which the government controls all aspects of people's lives through propaganda, surveillance and violence. That novel was 1984. Orwell wrote the novel as a political satire, but some people believe that a lot of his ideas have become reality. For example, in the UK, we are constantly monitored by CCTV. Satellites track our every move. Personal details are held on huge databases. Even our phone calls and emails can be hacked or tapped. But what do we know about Orwell himself? And what influenced the writing of 1984 and his other major political novel, Animal Farm? Orwell's real name was Eric Arthur Blair, and he was born in India in 1903. When he was 14, he went to Eton College, England's most expensive school. His first job, when he was just 20, was in the police in Burma, now also known as Myanmar. When he returned from Burma in 1927, he lived in London and Paris, where he experimented with dressing like a tramp and living rough. As a result, he wrote his first book, Down and Out in Paris and London. In 1936, Orwell went to fight for the Republicans in the Spanish Civil War, but he was wounded and escaped back to England in 1937. From 1941, he worked for the BBC in London, and in 1943 he started writing Animal Farm. This was published in 1945 and became an international success, which he followed 4 years later with 1984. Both novels were based on Orwell's experiences in the Spanish Civil War, his life and work in England, and the political situation at the time, particularly in Russia. In 1950, shortly after 1984 was published, Orwell died and was buried in a peaceful cemetery in the English countryside, unaware how alarmingly accurate his vision of the future was.